If you see me on the street, you might see a funny fellow with a smile. Whatever the situation, I tend to keep that smile because it makes another person smile as well. I'm 5'6" tall, fairly brown skin. I'm getting a little bald now. If I forget to dye my hair, I could be fairly gray all over the place, but I have dark hair most times, and I'll be in my t-shirt or a thin jacket.
30 years ago, I was evicted from the Himalayan kingdom of Bhutan along with 100,000 Bhutanese of Nepali ethnicity, and I became a refugee in Nepal. After spending 6 years advocating for the return of refugees, came to Australia to study. Initially, we lived in Marrickville. My wife and daughter came, and then I got the job at Telstra, like in a very steady job. And then I started looking at, okay, we need to buy a house. And then we said, where do we do that? We narrowed down to Blacktown. A lot of people say affordability, but I wasn't really keen to live in the city as such. We wanted to live a little outside. My friends in Telstra were worried actually. Like they said, when I talked about Blacktown, oh, are you sure? And then when I actually moved here, a lot of people asked me, oh, are you okay? They thought that it's too dangerous a place to live. And I found that they had never lived here. Some of them never have been here. My wife and I lived in Blacktown along with my daughter almost 20 years. And we have never missed our evening walk. And evening walk could be at 7 o'clock in the evening, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. We have gone out for our walk at midnight because we had a lot of friends at home. My wife has a mandate that all our friends, guests go out for a walk, so she'll drag them out. There's a perception here. People say Blacktown is dangerous and whatever, and the reality is very different. I got a call from the Department of Immigration, said, Om, can we have a chat with you? And they said, we are settling in Bhutanese refugees from the camps. I said, wow, fantastic. When we had the first group coming on the 3rd of September 2008, I was at the airport to receive them, and they were, in total, we were 17 of us then, Bhutanese, in Sydney, like including children and spouses, etc. We started community meetings recognizing that we wanted to start sharing what everybody did. And we would all meet together, elderly people and young children. We didn't call a meeting because if you say meeting, a lot of women will pull out. It's a meeting, men will go. So we had to break those traditional barriers as well. So we called it a gathering. Getting a learner's license was a big thing those days. So we thought if we celebrate that in a forum like that, then the acceptance will happen within the community. And fortunately, we had one of the women who first got a license. She got it before her husband. So he pushed himself to get a license. And he told me, like, don't tell to anyone, but if she hadn't got the license, I don't think I would have ever got a license. That acceptance started happening within the community. Oh, if she can do it, perhaps it's okay to allow my daughter-in-law to do it as well, or my daughter to do it as well. When people first arrived, we had thought of how do we settle them, but also integrate them. If we decided to do 10 things as a community, we would consciously say that we will do 5 things that are internal. Celebrating our Dasera Diwali festival, for example, is a religious, cultural festival that we always celebrate. But then we also needed to be part of the wider community. We celebrate Anzac Day. We become part of the Seniors Week so that we mingle with other seniors in the community. We become part of Blacktown Festival so we know what Blacktown is as our community is. So we had to consciously do that, not stay so insular that we just focus on ourselves. Our community is as good as our own involvement. There's always things we can do. So that's what I have learned from a refugee camp and from Bhutan as well. Hello, my name is Dhungel. I grew up in the Himalayan kingdom of Bhutan in a remote village in 92 Machurera, Nepal Gara, 6 वर्ष एक्टिभिस्ट भएर काम गरेँ, ह्युमन राइट्स एक्टिभिस्ट भएर। अनि त्यो पछि म यहाँ अस्ट्रेलियामा आएर अहिले अब एकदमै राम्रोसँग इस्टाब्लिस भएर मेरो फ्यामिलीहरू सबैजनासँग एउटा राम्रो लाइफहरू बिताइरहेको छु भनौँ। एउटा एज अ कन्सल्टेन्ट एउटा कम्पनी डाइरेक्टर भएर काम गरेर चाहिँ रमाइलो गरेर अस्ट्रेलियामा लाइफ बिताइरहेको छ। धन्यवाद।
There are 13 other Blacktown stories to hear, and you can see photos of everyone and read more about them on the website, impactstudios.edu.au/weareblacktown. We Are Blacktown is a UTS Impact Studios production. It's produced by Britta Jorgensen, Jane Curtis, and Celine Teo Blocky. Research by Jackie May. Sound design by Melissa May. Podcast artwork by Alexandra Morris. Theme music is Beaming by Friday. The executive producer is Olivia Rosenman. The executive producer of Impact Studios is Sarah Gilbert. Thank you to everyone in Blacktown we spoke to. We Are Blacktown is part of an audio project embracing place-based principles called Welcome to Blacktown. This project is supported by the Paul Ramsey Foundation. My name is Angelica Ujinaka Salakis, and I've lived in the Blacktown local government area for most of my life. If you want to hear more about Blacktown, you can listen to my story in Sink or Swim, a podcast about staying cool in Western Sydney and learning to swim as an adult. It's the story of one hot Australian summer that doesn't match the postcard perfect image. And it's a window into our climate changing future. Find it wherever you get your podcast.
The sun is beaming, I'm sticking to the leather. I must be dreaming.